Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Crochet for Baby. Thanks for watching. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this little bonnet for baby girls between 6 and 9 months old. I'm also going to show you how to crochet the matching headband if you prefer to make the headband. So I hope you like it. Now this set here is for baby girls between 6 and 9 months old, but you can easily make it smaller or bigger. Just be sure to check out the information box of each one of the videos, as I will leave some information there on how you can make it smaller or bigger. Now, I've already showed you how to crochet the matching dress and the diaper cover. I'll leave a link to these up here if you'd like to make them. Also, stay tuned for the matching baby booties. If you prefer a written pattern to go along with this tutorial, check out my Etsy shop. I'll go ahead and leave the link in the information box below. Okay, so let's get started, and thank you for watching. Okay, to begin, I'll be using this 3.5mm crochet hook, and today I'm using this DK weight yarn. This is the brand of yarn that I'm using. It's called Super Soft Baby Double Knit James C. Brett. Now, if you're in the US, you can use number 3 yarn. Now, to begin, what we're going to do is a magic circle. So we're going to wrap our yarn like this, hold it right here, insert your hook through this circle, and grab a loop. Pull this string like this. And now we are going to chain 2, 1, 2. Now inside the circle, I am going to make 12 double crochets. 1, 2, pull this here so that it closes a bit more, and then just continue and make 12 double crochets. So I'll meet you once we have 12 double crochets. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. So continue, and I'll meet you once we have 12 double crochets to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my 12 double crochets, so now all you have to do is just pull this string like this so that this circle closes. Now we're going to go on top of the first double crochet, not the chain, so make sure you go on top of the first double crochet like this, and join with a slip stitch. And here's the first row. Now for the second row, we are going to chain 2. Remember that 2 chains never count as a stitch. They're just there so that when we join, there's no gap like this. See, there's no gap there. So now in this row, what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 double crochets on top of each one of the double crochets that we did, so that at the end of this row we're going to have 24. So beginning into the same stitch where I did the slip stitch, make 2 double crochets. 2 double crochets on top of the next, 2 double crochets on top of the next, and so on. This is all I'm going to do for this second row. 2 double crochets on top of each one of the double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of this second row. I'm here at the end of the second row. I have 24 double crochets. Now to finish, go on top of the first double crochet right here and join with a slip stitch. Now for the third row, chain 2, and in this row we're going to make 2 double crochets. So into this first stitch, make 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet into the next, and then again 2 double crochets into the next, and then 1. 2 double crochets into the next, and then 1. This is how you're going to continue for this third row. You're going to do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 all around. At the end of this third row, you should have 36 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row. I have 36 double crochets. Now to finish, go on top of the first double crochet right here and join with a slip stitch. Now for the fourth row, chain 2, and in this row we're going to make 2 double crochets, then 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Let me show you. Beginning into this first double crochet where I did the slip stitch, make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then into the next 2, make 1 double crochet on each, 1 and 1. Into the next now, make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. and then again into the next 2, make 1 double crochet on each. This is how you're going to continue for this 4th row. At the end, you're going to have 48 double crochets, so all you're going to do is 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, and so on. I'll meet you at the end of this 4th row. I'm here at the end of this 4th row. I have a total of 48 double crochets. Now to finish, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for the 5th row, we're going to chain 2, and in this row what we're going to do is 2 double crochets, then into the next 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, and so on. Let me show you. Beginning on top of this first double crochet where we did the slip stitch, make your first 2 double crochets, then into the next 3, 1 double crochet on each. 1, 1, and 1. Now again, repeat the same thing. 2 double crochets into the next, 1 and 2, and then into the next 3, 1 double crochet on each. 1, 1, and 1. This is all you're going to do for this 5th row. At the end of this row, you're going to have 60 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm here at the end of this 5th row. I have 60 double crochets. To finish, we're going to go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for the 6th row, chain 2. In this row, what we're going to do is 2 double crochets, then into the next 4 double crochets, 1 double crochet on each. Let me show you. Beginning into the first double crochet, which is the same one where we join with a slip stitch, make 2 double crochets. Then into the next 4 double crochets, make 1 double crochet on each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, repeat the same thing. Into the next, make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and into the next 4, 1 double crochet on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then repeat the same thing. At the end of this 6th row, you should have 72 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm here at the end of this 6th row. I have 72 double crochets. To finish, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now we're going to make one more row. In this row, number 7, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 2 double crochets, then into the next 5, 1 double crochet on each. So beginning here into the same stitch we did the slip stitch, make 2 double crochets, then into the next 5, make 1 double crochet on each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now into the next 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then into the next 5, 1 double crochet on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again repeat 2 double crochets, then into the next 5, 1 double crochet on each. This is how you're going to continue. You're going to make 2 double crochets, then 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, and so on. At the end of the 7th row, we're going to have 84 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 7th row. I decided not to finish this row here. I'm going to leave 11 stitches here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Up to here, I have 73 double crochets. So make sure that you only have 73 double crochets and that you have these 11 stitches here. This is going to be the back of the bonnet. So we're going to leave it open like this. Now, if you measure it right across like this, it's measuring about 6.5 inches, which is 16 centimeters. Now, what we're going to do for the next row is we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn. In this row, we're going to make V stitches. So beginning into the 4th double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, make a V stitch. Each one of the V stitches is going to consist of a double crochet, 2 chains, double crochet into the same stitch. Again, skip 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th double crochet, make another V stitch. Now this is all we're going to do for this first row. We're going to start counting rows here. So again, 1, 2, 3, and then to the fourth, make another V-stitch. Continue like this to the end of this first row, and I'll meet you here at this other end. I'm here at the end of this first row. I have a total of 17 V-stitches. Now to finish, we're going to go here to the end, and on top of the last double crochet, make a double crochet. That's how I finished the first row. Now for the second row, you're going to chain 3 and turn. Now we have the first V-stitch. Each one of the V-stitches, this is what you're going to do. Into the first double crochet of the V-stitch, make a front post double crochet. Inside the chain 2 space, make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and then this last double crochet here, work a front post double crochet again. Let me show you again. Front post double crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets inside this chain 2 space, and then a front post double crochet. This is all you're going to do for each one of the V-stitches. So continue, and I'll meet you here at this other end. I'm here at the end of this second row. Now to finish, we're going to go here at the end and into this second chain, make a double crochet. Now from here on, we're going to repeat these 2 rows, the row of V-stitches and the row of fans. So in the third row, we need to do the row of V-stitches. So chain 3, turn, and inside each one of these chain 2 spaces, you're going to make a V-stitch. Remember, your V-stitch consists of a double crochet, 2 chains, double crochet. Jump to the next chain 2 space and make another V-stitch. This is all we're going to do for this third row. So continue, and I'll meet you here at this other end. I'm here at the end of this third row. This is where we did our V-stitch row. Now to finish, go here into the second chain and make a double crochet here at the end. So here, from now on, you're going to repeat these 2 rows like I said. So chain 3 and turn, and in this row we're going to repeat the row of fans. So remember, you begin by making a front post double crochet. Inside the chain 2 space, make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and then a front post double crochet. Again, into the next V-stitch, front post double crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and then a front post double crochet. This is how you're going to continue for this fourth row. When you finish here at the end, don't forget to make a double crochet here into the second chain, then chain 3, turn, and then to repeat this row of V-stitches. And this is how you're going to continue repeating these 2 rows. Now, so far we have 4 rows. I'm not exactly sure how many rows I'm going to do, but continue watching. I'll let you know exactly how many rows I'm going to do, so I'll meet you at the end of that row. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 6th row, so in total I have 6 rows, 2, 4, 6. Now, in this next row, we need to do the row of V-stitches, so chain 3 and turn. Now, these V-stitches are now going to consist of a double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet. So instead of making 2 chains, you're only going to make 1 chain. That's the only difference here. So continue like this to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished the 7th row. This is where we did V-stitches. Here at the end, I made a double crochet. Now for the 8th row, chain 3 and turn. Now inside each one of the V-stitches, you're going to do a double crochet, actually 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets. So we're not going to work the front post double crochets anymore. So just go into the next one and do 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets. Again, into the next V-stitch, 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets. Continue like this for this 8th row, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, I finished this 8th row. Here at the end, I did a double crochet. I cut my yarn and then passed my yarn through this last loop. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go here to this other end, and from the inside Here we're going to insert our hook into that second chain, grab a loop in this color white, bring it through the front like this, and chain one. Now turn, and into this same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the row below, the row of V stitches, and we're going to push these 2 double crochets like this. And into this space here, right here, you're going to now make a V stitch. A double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet. Now again, push the 2 double crochets here, and in the center, you're going to insert your hook and make another V stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Again, make room there, insert your hook, and make another V stitch. This is all we're going to do for this row. Continue, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm here at the end of this row of V stitches. To finish, we're just going to go on top of this last double crochet, and we're going to join with a slip stitch. Now chain 1, turn, and into this same stitch here, the first double crochet, make a single crochet. Now we're going to go into this space. We have the chain 1 space of the blue fans here, and then the chain 1 space of the V stitch. So insert your hook through both like this and make a single crochet, 3 chains, and then again single crochet into this same space. Now chain 2, and in the middle between the 2 V stitches and the 2 fans here in the back, insert your hook through that space right there and make a single crochet, 2 chains, and then again in the middle of the V stitch and the fan in the back like this, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. Again, 2 chains between the 2 right here, single crochet, 2 chains in the middle of the V stitch and the fans, make a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. And that's all we're going to do, and that's what it looks like from the front. Now continue, and I'll meet you here at this other end. Okay, I finished making this row, and this is what it looks like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go here around the back and make single crochets. I'm going to continue here with this white color. Oh, one thing here at the end, I just finished by making a single crochet into this single crochet that was here at the beginning when we started the row of V stitches. We did a single crochet there, so that's where I finished. Now we're going to chain 1, and into this same single crochet here, make a single crochet, and then we have these chains. Make 1 single crochet, and then we have a double crochet. Make 2. 1 and 2. Now there's no right or wrong way of doing this, so this is how I'm going to do it. So here we have 2. So basically what I'm doing is where I have the chains, I'm doing 1 single crochet, and then where I have the double crochets, I'm doing 2 because it's a longer stitch. And then 1, and then 2. Let's see how many single crochets I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. I think that looks pretty good. So now we're going to go here to where we have these 11 double crochets. So we're going to skip this row, so go down to the next double crochet right here and make a double crochet. Double crochet into the next, and here we're going to have 11 double crochets. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 double crochets here, and then we're going to go to this space here, not here, we're going to go here, and this is going to be 1 single crochet, then 2, 1, 2, 1. Make sure you have the same number of stitches as we did here, we had 13, so make sure you have 13 here for this side. Continue, and I'll meet you here at the end of this row. Okay, I'm here at this other end. I did 13 single crochets here for this side. We have 11 double crochets in the center, and then 13 single crochets along the other side. Now we're going to make one more row, so chain 1 and turn. Here we're going to work single crochets again. So 1 single crochet for each one of the single crochets from the previous row. This is all we're going to do. So we're going to have 13 single crochets here, 13 single crochets here in the center, and then 13 single crochets along this other side. I'll meet you here at the end to show you our finished baby bonnet. Okay, I went ahead and finished this second row here at the end. I just did my last single crochet, cut my yarn, and then passed my yarn through that last loop. And this part here is done. The baby bonnet is done as well. Now here, all I did was just attach ribbon with a little flower here with some thread and needle. You just sew it there, and then I'll do the same thing here on the other side, and then I'll do the same thing, and then I'll do the same thing here on this side. Now the measurements are from the top to the bottom. It's measuring about 17 centimeters, which is about 6.75 inches. Right across, it's measuring 17 centimeters also, which is about 6.75 inches. So based on these measurements, this little bonnet is for babies between 6 and 12 months. Also look down here in the information box on how you can make it smaller or bigger, so be sure to check that out. Okay, so here's the matching little bonnet to match this little dress that I showed you. This one here, if you want to see this tutorial, just click the little lamb down here next to my channel name, and it'll take you to my main channel page. From there, just click on the video tab and you'll see the tutorial there. Okay, so this was today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Okay, I finished this last row. Okay, I finished this second row of single crochets here at the end. All I did was just make my last single crochet, cut my yarn, and then pass my yarn through this last loop. And this part here is done. And the little bonnet is also done. Here what I did was just attach some ribbon like this. This is not too long. I said it's about 8 inches. And then I attached a little flower here to match the flowers here on the little dress. Now I'm going to do the same thing here on this side after I finish recording. So let me give you the finished measurements. Right across, it's measuring about 17 centimeters, which is about 6.75 inches, and the same measurements up and down. 17 centimeters, which is about 6.75 inches. So based on these measurements, this bonnet is for a baby between 6 and 9 months old, but you can always make it smaller or bigger. Just be sure to check out the information box below. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make the matching headband. So let's get started with that. Hi everyone, following I will show you how to make this little headband for baby girls. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to crochet this part, and then I'm going to show you how to make the little flower. Now this little flower, I made it out of satin fabric, this one here, but you can also make it with cotton. Now the first thing that you need to do is cut 5 circles because we're going to have 5 petals. And this is the mold that I used. This here measures about 3 inches, which is about 7.5 centimeters. You will also need some thread and a needle. Now the little flowers that are in the center are these little flowers that are pre-made, and all you do is just sew them into the center. And that's all. So continue watching and I will let you know exactly how to make this little headband. Thanks for watching. To begin, I'll be using this 3mm crochet hook, and today I'm using this number 3 baby yarn. You can also use DK weight yarn. Now, to begin, I have 70 chains. This chain here is measuring approximately 12.5 inches, which is about 32 centimeters. To begin, on the second chain from the hook, I'm going to make a single crochet and 1 single crochet on each one of these chains. At the end of this first row, I'm going to have 69 single crochets. So continue like this, and I will meet you at the end of this first row. I'm here at the end of this first row. I have 69 single crochets. Now for the second row, chain 3 and turn. Now into the second single crochet, this one here, make a double crochet, chain 1. Skip 1 single crochet and into the next, make a double crochet, chain 1. Skip 1 single crochet and into the next, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 single crochet and into the next, double crochet, chain 1. This is how we're going to continue for this second row. I'll meet you at the end. I'm here at the end of this second row. Here at the end, I finished by making 2 double crochets here at the end. Now for the third row, chain 1 and turn into these 2 double crochets here, make 1 single crochet on each. Into the chain 1 space here, make a single crochet, and on top of this double crochet, make a single crochet. Here we're going to work these single crochets, so continue and work 1 single crochet on top of the double crochet and into the chain 1 space all the way to the end here. I'll meet you at the end of this third row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row of single crochets. Now I've cut my yarn, so what I'm going to do next is right here to the side of this single crochet, I'm going to insert my hook. I have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to grab a loop with this white color, bring it through these 2 loops. Now pull the blue here in the back so that that stitch closes, and with the white yarn now I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Now into this last single crochet right here, this one here, make a slip stitch. Now chain 3, skip 1 single crochet and into the next, make a slip stitch. Chain 3, skip 1 single crochet and into the next, a slip stitch. Chain 3, skip 1 single crochet and into the next, another slip stitch. This is how we're going to continue here, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I'm here at the end. Now we're going to go here to this other side. So chain 3, and right in the middle right here, make a slip stitch. And then again, chain 3, and right here into this first chain, make a slip stitch. Now chain 3, skip 1 and into the next, a slip stitch. Chain 3, skip 1 and into the next, a slip stitch. Continue like this all the way to the end. I'll meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making this part here. I did a slip stitch in the very corner, then I chained 3 and then did a slip stitch here in the center, chain 3, and then finished here on this other end with a slip stitch. Then cut my yarn and I passed my yarn through that last loop, and this part here is done. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to show you how I do these little flowers, because what I plan to do is just put it on the side like this. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is we need to cut 5 circles. Now these circles here measure right across, they measure about 3 inches. You can use any type of fabric. I'm using satin fabric here. So what we're going to do here is make sure you have your needle and thread ready. We're going to fold this circle like this in half, and then we're going to fold it in half again like this. Now we're going to go here on this side. This is where both sides are, so insert your needle like this and stitch across the very edge. Make sure that you do the same number of stitches so that your petals are approximately the same size, like this. And then pull your needle. There's the first one. Do the same thing with each one of your circles. And then start right here on this side. And same thing along the very edge. You're going to sew like this. And then continue until you have done all of them. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and show you what we need to do next. Okay, so once you have done exactly the same thing to each one of the circles, what we're going to do is just pull your thread like this, and we're going to join here to the first petal. So you're just going to grab your needle here and just go right here into this side, and you're just going to join. Like this. Make sure that you pull this and then hold it, because we're going to make a little knot right here, and you don't want this to move So go back in into the first one here and just make a little knot there. I'm using heavy duty thread here. You can use just regular thread. Just make sure you have two strands. There, perfect. And now we're going to open this and we're going to adjust our petals. Perfect. That's what it looks like. Okay, I had to re-record this part. Unfortunately, my video was a bit blurry, so it didn't show when I added my little flower right in the center, but pretty much you just make your little flower and then you just attach a flower right in the center. I used these pre-made flowers. This one here came from the wedding aisle at Hobby Lobby, or you can use these that are pre-made. I purchased these from Joann's, but I've also seen them at Walmart, which is what I did to this one here. I just used one of these and then I just sewed it in right in the center. And then once you have your flower done, all you do is just sew it right in the center. You don't need that many stitches, maybe 1 or 2 stitches for each one of the petals, and then that should keep it nice and secure there. And this is how I did my little flower, so I hope you like it. So in this video, I already showed you how to make the matching bonnet, and now I just showed you how to make this cute little headband. Okay, so this was today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.